The predictions continue to fly for the housing market in 2024. We're going to take a look at new construction next. Yes, we're going to go over that article and where are interest rates. My gosh, looks like Santa Claus continues to deliver on a daily basis. All next on Real Estate Daily. Welcome everyone. My name is Troy, and every day we go over the latest news in real estate, housing, and the mortgage market. Now, before we jump in, can you do me a favor? Hit that like button. Let's get up these views. I'm giving you the best 5 to 10 minutes in real estate on a daily basis. Let's jump right into it. CNBC, what do you have for me? This is Howard Hughes CEO David Realty says 2024 will be the golden age of new home construction. We continue to see that the worst is behind us. Now, a lot of people out there, that looked at the news, looked at the media and said, oh, look at new housing. It's falling apart. The values of the homes drop. No, they were just getting through the bottom of the inventory. Now, all of a sudden, we were supposed to have a decline in November of housing starts. We actually had a enormous rise in housing starts. I mean, just crazy. So all the sentiment that used to be negative now has immediately shifted positive. A lot of this has to do with the Fed, but a lot also has to do with what they really feel interest rates in 2024 are going to be. So let's jump into this. Kobesi letter, and this again goes over housing starts and new home construction. New home construction, as I've said on many of my channels here, many of my time, it's only 9% of the entire market. And new home construction is more, geared towards the stock market. It's the stock market. It's not for Main Street. It's for stocks and bonds, right? That's what it's there for. So when you look at numbers that going up and down, it's usually because what is the profitability of selling a house? Now, obviously on existing homes, you never see it. But when Wall Street has their hands in all the new builds, well, then that's when they care more, and so they emphasize it more. So let's go read the Kobesi letter. It says housing starts in the U.S. is expected to decline 0.2% last month in November. Instead, they skyrocketed almost 15% to their highest level since May of 2022. In single-family homes, housing starts jump a massive 18% in a month. Geez, guys, these are almost historic numbers. Historic. Still, the data does not reflect the big drop in mortgage rates that we have seen this month. The average rate of the 30-year mortgage is back at 7%, or way under 7% now. For the first time in 4 months, guys, we're at 6.5, and we're at low to mid sixes. We're way lower than that. And a lot of times, some of these builders will actually price in, they have a price of the home. If they added $10,000 to it, they'll turn around and utilize that $10,000 extra to get teaser rates that are lower than what the typical average rate is. So now if I can get a teaser rate in the 5s, everyone's coming back. That's what they see. And here we go. The housing market is stronger than ever. All right, Logan Masashami. This is what he keeps saying. He is a guru here in the mortgage industry. In fact, he's more of a legend, but I don't want to call him a legend to his name. He's a very humble person, so like him a lot. But Logan, brother, you keep getting hammered by all these shillers of the housing market crash. I keep laughing them off, saying, yeah, go ahead, wait, and don't buy a house today. Be an idiot and go out there, and when there's 10 offers on a home, go put your offer on a home, right? And then wait until they turn around and they say, oops, the market just passed you by because it keeps going up. Now, what am I really talking about? I'm talking about if rates go in the 5s, we're going to see an enormous amount of first-time home buyers come back in this market. But we're also going to see, hopefully, some of the sellers who are going to sell their homes and buy ups, the move ups, they're back, right? But we're also going to see across the world, more people come into the United States and buy real estate here like they have been. China's a complete and absolute disaster on the housing market. Their largest housing companies are all on the teeter of bankruptcy. In fact, one, Evergrande, should have went bankrupt at the beginning of this month. But it would cause how many hedge funds and banks here in the United States that absolutely invested in them it would have to show on the bottom line. They wanted to show in 2025 taxes for 2024, not 2023, which would collapse their pricing. They want to wait until they have some momentum going into 2024, high stock prices, and then deal with it. Versus right now, I know a lot of you are saying, well, we're at all-time highs with stocks. We took a big dump today, but I still think that 2024 is going to be a really good year, though I do feel there's going to be a black swan event that's going to be in the first or second quarter that's really going to really shake a lot of people's confidence. All right, what did you say, Logan? It says for 2005, 6, 7, and 8, that's all leading up to the housing crisis and the big recession caused by the housing crisis. I've tried to help all you out for many years. You all need to let that period go, meaning that was a once in 100 years, guys. You want to keep going back to it, be the idiot, and sit on the sidelines. No more copying and pasting articles from 2007, okay? Prices didn't volume this time around. It says 4 million active listings in 2027, 1.13 in 2023. Guys, we're down over 75%. There is no listings. I can't say this anymore. I'm boots on the ground. I have a license. I know what's going on. We're not talking about Diana Olick or all the CNBC, CNN, MSNBC bozos that want to hand you narratives. I call them lies, but they call them narratives and agendas. They want the big hedge funds to come in and swoop up on these homes. There's no doubt about they're trying to make you a renter. You have renter mentality, you will not get very far out there throughout life. Typically, for most Americans, their biggest asset is their home, meaning that they have accumulated more wealth through just making monthly payments than they did ever in investing in 401ks or all the other crap that people want to invest in, the bond market, or risky assets. All right, enough of me. Let's go. Southern California, what are we doing, baby? We're losing people left and right. What's new? Okay, this just shows that the progression of people leaving Southern California is slowing. I say it's not slowing. I'm saying that people can't afford to move, and that's why you see these numbers. The second we show 5% rates and people can sell their homes here and buy into a house outside out of California, we'll see this spike in 2024. Who wants to live in a state that has no control and continues to raise pricing on all your utilities, gas, water, electric, and then you have poor decisions made by Sacramento with Ricardo Lara, head of insurances, and then of course Gavin Newsom, who just has no clue or no control over his state. There's no question about that. Continue to not do the right thing, and now we're seeing home insurance and car insurance. They keep going up and up and up. No clue what to do. You're going to have exoduses out of the state. There's no question about it. And what we're doing is we're having more people from out of the country coming here who are more wealthier that can handle it until they get tired of the BS that's happening in Sacramento. And then they'll exodus their ass right out of here. All right, guys, everyone wants to know what rates are. Let's go take a look at them. Conventional, we saw about 2.5 basis points. We're down to 6.76. This jumbo, again, I tell you, it's so important to pick the right loan officer. Jumbo is, if you lock on the wrong day, it's going to cost you $20, $30, $40 a month over a course of 30 years. That's just crazy numbers. Got to make sure you get the right one. Now, we saw FHA. It's pretty flat right here at 6.5. If you guys shop around, you have good credit, I'm sure, not financial advice, but you're going to get in the low sixes, maybe 6.2, 6.3. So we're already there. But you're saying to me, Troy, we're really excited. What's going to happen tomorrow? Where did the 10-year bond go? Well, yesterday and the day before, it was at 3.93. Well, let's go take a little peeky into it. 10-year bond, oh my, 3.85. Guys, we are now on an elevator and it's gone beep. We are going down. And we're seeing this happen in real time. Is the first quarter of 2024, with the government raising the loan limits in every county here in California and pretty much all the United States, Are we going to see home prices skyrocket up? Guys, if the Fed drops the rates on January 31st, we're going to see risk on assets are going to go berserk. And if there's a few things that kind of fall into place in 2024, you know, again, the Fed's meeting at the middle of March. I think it's March 19th. Any one of those times, we see the Fed lower rates, if not both of those times. Wow, we're going to see a very healthy market, housing market here in the United States, and you're going to see home values again skyrocket. I'm not going to say they're going 20% year over year, but I will say it'll be anywhere between 5 and 15%. You're probably calling me crazy, but guys, look at this number. It doesn't take much to go to 3.5, 3.25, and then we're going to see these numbers just take a dive into the fives, mid to low fives. That will bring a lot of people off the sidelines, sellers off the sidelines, but it'll also bring a lot of buyers. So, well, guys, thank you very much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. There's a lot to be excited this entire month of December, man. Christmas continues to come on a daily basis. We're seeing more and more positiveness in the market. You guys take care. We're coming down to 4 days left for Christmas, 5 days left for Christmas. We'll see ya.